hunter gamma are among the strangest and most powerful creatures that Jill Valentine will encounter during the events of the game Resident Evil 3. Massive beasts that can trace their origins back to discoveries made at the Spencer Mansion facility, the Hunter Gamma have managed to find a home in the sewers beneath Raccoon City thanks to a particularly emphatic Umbrella scientist. These surprisingly agile B.O.W.s quickly becoming the rulers of this disgusting ecosystem, ensuring that few who treaded their domain would live to report their existence. The story of the Hunter Gamma as we know it begins with a man named William Birkin and his creation of the Gamma's predecessor, the Hunter Alpha. In the 1980s, Birkin and the bulk of the staff at Umbrella's Arklay Mountains facility had been tasked by their supervisor Oswell E. Spencer to create a specialty virus capable of wiping out the world's population in one fell swoop. However, this task would ultimately be proven impossible, as the T-virus that they'd created would only manage to affect around 90% of those infected. This left 10% of the world's population unaccounted for, and so the scientists and researchers of the facility would begin creating biological weapons capable of bridging this undesirable gap. From this conquest, the Hunter would be born, created by splicing human embryos with reptile genes to create an entirely new monstrosity. A monstrosity that would draw the eye of Birkin's peers from around the world, who would take an interest in this unusual new beast. Sample embryos from the Hunter would be sent to Umbrella-owned facilities all around the globe, with many researchers seeking to improve and alter Birkin's impressive discovery. One such attempt would see researchers from a European branch of Umbrella attempting to reverse engineer the process by using an amphibian ovum as the base before adding human genes in the culturing process. This experiment would result in the creation of the Hunter Gamma, a beast that would fail to live up to its creator's lofty aspirations. Unfortunately for the European Umbrella scientists, the Hunter Gamma would prove much less impressive than its American counterpart. The amphibian genes that defined Gamma's separation would also be the basis for its multiple flaws. An inability to live in dry environments, an aversion to direct sunlight, and a weakness to heat all but cemented Gamma's fate as a failed experiment from its inception. Various Gamma subjects would be sent to different locations to be tested and studied, only for the consensus to be reached that they were a useless creation. So much so that Umbrella would order them disposed of in order to make room for new endeavors. However, while the bulk of the Umbrella scientists saw these creatures as worthless, there were a few who disagreed with their peers. In Raccoon City, several Umbrella scientists would see potential in the Gamma, and unbeknownst to their employers, would smuggle several specimens out of the laboratories and into the city's sewer system. Bribing the city's sewage department chief, these researchers would create a base of operations in the grime of the sewers, in the hopes of bringing out the Gamma's true potential and getting Umbrella to reassess their stance on the B.O.W. Under their supervision, the Gammas would see unexpected growth, adapting flawlessly to their new, expansive environment, and disposing of anyone who unknowingly stepped into their territory. The Gamma Hunters are some of the most interesting beasts that Jill will encounter in Raccoon. Strange scientific abominations that, even with their flaws, can easily overwhelm any would-be intruder, And while Umbrella may not respect this offshoot of one of their most notable B.O.W.s, there is no denying that given the right circumstance, they are more than worthy of their hunter namesake.